Hello everyone, it's Phil, and today we're going to be talking about how to utilize the unused channels that are built into your Denon and Marantz AVRs. Denon and Marantz AVRs and processors can have up to 15 channels of amplification or surround sound processing built into the unit. But often we do not need that many channels of processing for the speakers that are in the room. So I'm going to show you some ways to utilize that power to do something like maybe biamp a more demanding pair of speakers. So behind me I have a Denon A1H. So let's take a look at the menu and see how you can utilize the amplifier channels to drive, to biamp or drive other speakers in your room. So going into the menu system, if I go down to speakers, under the manual setup and under the speaker layout, you will see that there is a section called amp assign. And under the amp assign is where you would go through and you would select kind of the configuration that you would like to utilize. Select Denon and Marantz AVRs and processors. The higher end models actually have a selection called custom. And what custom allows you to do is infinitely configure how you utilize the receiver's processing and amplifier channels. So I'm going to switch this over to custom. The A1H behind me has 15 channels of processing, but say in my room I don't have 15 speakers. So let me show you some of the things that you can do. So the first thing that I did was I went in and I select the speakers that I have in my room. And in my room I have a pair of fronts, a center channel, a pair of surrounds, and a pair of surround backs. But I do not have a pair of front wides, and I only have 4 height speakers. This means I'm not utilizing all of the amplifiers that are built into the A1H. But what I can do is, say I go in and my main speakers are very large. I have the option of maybe biamping my main speakers. So what I can do is under the settings menu, I can go in, and if you look under settings, you will see that select speakers like the front wides and the height 3s are set to none. So what I can do is I can go down to the front wides and I could change that to front. So now what I'm doing is I'm using the amplifier channels that would normally be assigned to front wide to power my front speakers as well. This allows me to biamp my front speakers, doubling the amount of power that they receive from the A1H. The other thing that I can do is if you look at TVs, they're getting larger and larger and larger. You can easily now get a 100-inch flat panel TV. Placing a center channel below that television set really detaches the sound that should be coming from the center of the screen from the image. So what I can do is maybe I can use 2 center channels, one above the TV and one below. If you go back, you'll see that under the height, I still have none selected. So I can go down to a height 3 and I could actually change that to center. So now I am sending the center channel information to the amplifier channels that were assigned to height 3. So I could have a center above the display and a center below, and I actually have the ability to biamp my fronts at the same time. So this is just one example of the enhanced flexibility that is found in the higher end Denon and Marantz AVRs and surround sound processors that have the custom setting available in its speaker layout. Hopefully you find this information useful, and if so, please like and subscribe, and we'd love to hear your comments about other features you'd like us to cover. So take care, and we will talk to you soon.